Imagine this scenario. You indicated to your family and friends that you might buy an expensive house in some fancy neighborhood. However, the decision is not finalized, and chances are you would not spend any effort in trying to convince yourself of the wisdom of your decision. You can still change your mind, and maybe you would. Imagine the same scenario, but with an important difference. This time, you had put down some of your money, and you know it would not be easy to get it back. Now, you would probably start to convince yourself about what a great decision you made, minimizing the importance of the dampness in the basement and the dubious looking cracks in the foundation. So, what do you do? According to social psychology, chances are you will pay up and buy the house. Once a small commitment is made, it sets the stage for ever increasing commitments. After all, your behavior needs to be justified, your attitudes are changed in the process, and this change of attitude influences future decisions and behavior. The process underlying this escalation has been explored in controlled experimental conditions by Jonathan Freedman and Scott Fraser in 1966. They attempted to convince several homeowners to put up a huge, ugly sign in their front yards with the message, "Drive carefully." The subjects of the study were comprised of 112 men and women. Well, actually, there are only 7 men and 105 women. Remember, this was back in 1966 when the term housewife didn't make anyone cringe yet. And the men? I'm just guessing here. But if they were home during the daytime, they were either unemployed or addicted to daytime television.
Time now for television's favorite guessing game, What's My Line?
Anyway, because of the ugliness and size of the sign, only 17% of residents agreed, while most refused to put the sign up. A different group of residents were asked by an experimenter to sign a petition favoring safe driving. Now, signing a petition is an easy thing to do, and most everyone agreed to sign. A few weeks later, a different experimenter went to each of these residents carrying the obtrusive, ugly sign reading, "Drive carefully." More than 55% agreed to have the sign put up in their front yards. So when individuals commit themselves to something in a small way, the likelihood that they will continue to submit further in that direction is increased. The process of using small favors to encourage people to agree to larger requests is called the foot in the door technique. It is effective because doing a smaller favor sets up pressure towards agreeing to a larger favor, providing justification in advance for complying with the large request. Now, suppose you want to convince someone to undertake a massive project, and you know that the job you have in mind is so difficult and will require so much time and effort that any reasonable person would surely decline. What should you do? A possibility is to get the person involved in a much smaller aspect of the job, something that is so easy that he or she would not turn you down. According to the foot in the door technique, this action serves to commit the individual to the cause. And once people are committed, the likelihood of their complying with the larger requests greatly increases. On the flip side, now that you know this trick, you can be more aware of it when it is used against you, so you can resist spending money, time, and effort for stuff or projects that you neither want nor need.